I have seen the Latin American market grow in terms of process maturity, grow in terms of technologies, and most importantly, grow in terms of skill sets, right?
Hola, bienvenidos a este nuevo podcast de ServerRoom. Hoy estamos en Chennai con Kumar, ¿cierto? Él es Product Manager para el dominio ITSM. ¿Cómo estás, Kumar? How are you?
I'm good, Manuela. Thank you so much for having me on your show today.
No, of course, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. Para que conozcan un poco sobre Kumar, él ya tiene cerca de 20 años de experiencia en la industria de TI. Pero además tiene 14 años de experiencia en ManageEngine, que es la división de gestión de TI de Soho Corporation. Kumar ha participado en implementaciones de Service Desk y consultoría en todo el mundo. En su puesto actual, dirige todas las iniciativas de marketing para las suites de gestión de servicios de TI y gestión de acceso privilegiado de ManageEngine. Es ponente habitual en conferencias de ManageEngine y eventos del sector. Would you like to say something else about you?
Thank you for the very kind introduction. Though I did not understand most of it, I hope you said good things about me.
Of course, absolutely.
Thank you.
Entrando un poco en materia, para el 2024, SDI nos dijo que las tendencias con mayor peso para ITSM estaban relacionadas al autoservicio, la gestión del conocimiento, satisfacción del usuario, cumplimiento y, claro, las tecnologías emergentes. Entre estas hablamos de la inteligencia artificial y el machine learning, que pues ha llegado para todo el tema de las automatizaciones de los procesos en ITSM. Esto es algo de lo que estaremos hablando en el podcast y que daremos un poco de panorama para el 2025. Okay, so let's begin with the questions. Please give us some context on how the world is going in terms of service desks, ITSM best practices, and what do you think will be the ITSM landscape for companies in 2025?
Sure. So I think these are very exciting times to be in, Manuela. The ITSM industry is over 30 years old now. When ITIL was formed and you had the first vendors roll out software, you had adoption of processes, best practices, technology, and all of that happening. And it's been over 30 years now, and trust me, there's never a dull day. There's a lot of new stuff happening every single day. And if you want me to explain a little further, over the past few years, there are about 3 or 4 major trends that influenced IT service management. And number one was the cloud, right? So people started moving to the cloud. People's infrastructure generally became, hybrid or cloud-based, and we needed to manage those things. So ITSM software too on the cloud, when it comes to delivering services on the cloud or managing services on the cloud, that played a pretty significant growth in the past few years. And we also had the concept of enterprise service management take root, right? So typically, right, service management was seen as being part of the IT domain only, the IT service desk only. And in the past few years, it proliferated, went beyond the rooms of IT and went into other departments, business teams like HR, facilities, finance. And that was, the phase when it matured beyond IT service management to become enterprise service management. And when all of this was happening, another interesting trend that happened over the past few years was that workflow management, things like, simple tickets, processing simple tickets, went over and beyond the ticket mandate to more a workflow best practice process mandate. So when an employee is onboarded, you have workflows in many different departments. including IT, HR, finance, facilities to provision assets, and all of that. And workflow management took a step beyond and started getting more advanced with orchestration between workflows of different business teams. So all of this started happening in service management and shaped the course of service management over the past few years. But in 2024, we've had a lot of good things happen, right? So, which is why I say these are very exciting times to be in, because 2025 has a lot in store in terms of technology for process streamlining in ITSM, starting with, everybody knows AI. Right, be it from a very simple classification of ticket or prioritization to assisting agents, in everyday operations, to going beyond operations, looking at strategic insights through predictive analytics, self-healing technologies, preventing incidents. So all of this is beginning to take root in ITSM.
So then, how do you think all these trends can develop on the LATAM market?
LATAM has, been a powerhouse, right? And I've been with ManageEngine for about 15 years now, and all my time in IT service management. And I have seen the Latin American market grow in terms of process maturity, grow in terms of technologies, and most importantly, grow in terms of skill sets, right? So the big impetus push to all this has been a lot of companies have undertaken digital transformation efforts over the last few years, especially since the pandemic. And we can see a lot of initiatives, and that has resulted in the cloud taking a big space. I remember presenting to some of our LATAM partners many years ago, 10 years ago, when we just launched our cloud offering, and people were a little skeptical. There was connectivity issues, and they said, oh, you know what, we're happy installing the software on the servers of our customers. But now we see the cloud market grow really, really rapid. So that's one. The second thing that we see in LATAM is, again, a very increased focus on security, privacy, and compliance, right? So I know the governments have their own privacy laws. One thing I can recall is the LGPD in Brazil. With that happening, like we discussed before, IT service management teams also not only have to worry about offering services, but Latin American service management teams have started thinking about privacy first service management, security first service management, and making service management achieve compliance goals. So in that sense, security is a big trend. Digital transformation, cloud, security, and we also see AI. Like I said, we're making significant investments to bring in AI capabilities in Spanish and in Portuguese. We see a lot of interest, big adoption there. And finally, like I said, process being on one side, technology tools being on another. The most important thing that matters is the people. So over the years, we've seen LATAM professionals upskill in terms of certifications, in terms of learning technologies and all of that. And I know we had about 1 or 2 employees in Colombia until a few years ago, and now we're 60 plus, and we're expanding, and we find a lot of good professionals in service management and in IT management in general. So LATAM is, like I said, a powerhouse, and we look forward to serving our LATAM customers and learning, the challenges of service management and IT management in general, and helping our customers solve those challenges.
Yes, you're right. LATAM is also going into the race of all the IT management, so it's pretty nice.
Absolutely.
We've been growing a lot. More specifically on the trend of AI in ITSM, how far are we from the reality of automated incidents, problem and changes management?
To answer your question, right, 2024 has been a great year for service management in general, but in regards to AI, because what we see is companies coming up with very tangible use cases, AI use cases for all the stakeholders, right? So when it comes to the end user, right, you have a nice virtual bot interface where they can ask questions, access details of their ticket, they can access knowledge from private databases, from public databases. So that improves experience to a whole new level and deflects tickets from the service desk. So does that mean service desk professionals will go out of job? No. They're improving their incident, problem and change management process. And what is happening with the technicians, there's a lot of agent assist technologies that are coming in. You can call it, Microsoft calls it Copilot, you can call it Copilot, or we call it Zia, Zoho Intelligent Assistant. So when it comes to simple things like categorizing tickets, prioritizing them, intelligent escalation, or there's a big ticket with lots of information, summarize in about 3 or 4 lines on what that ticket is all about. That's very interesting. Or mapping knowledge solutions to ticket, or even generating new knowledge. And there's this very interesting stat from Gartner which says by 2027, 50% of knowledge generated in IT service desks would be through generative AI. Okay, so that's phenomenal, right? So I don't know if we will have fully automated incident, problem, change management and all of that, but at least I would say the current technologies that are already available completely take care of a significant volume of operational overheads, and we just that what I would say to any organization that's looking to implement AI is to keep their data safe. You don't say your data is bad, because it's your data, right, that the LLM, the agent, can learn upon to deliver these results, be it generating knowledge or predicting a problem or a major incident or risk analysis. Everything is on your data, your data bed, and you cannot say, oh, what, my data is not accurate, it's not we don't maintain it well, not all the fields are filled in. No, but don't throw the data away. Keep the data, because the day you want to bring AI into your company, the first thing that AI would ask you is, where's my data, right? So keep the data and map the use cases, and you will see significant improvements in your operations.
That's cool. It's a hard way, like a long way.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
It's possible, and it will be really good, so it can improve all the processes that ITSM teams and security teams, all the teams can work on.
Absolutely.
Entonces, muchas gracias, Kumar, por acompañarnos hoy en este video podcast para ManageEngine LATAM de ServerRoom. Esperamos vernos muy pronto en nuestro próximo viaje a India. Y por ahora, pues nos despedimos. Thank you so much.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Of course.